Greetings, Mark Thompson here, formerly of Mark and Brian. You're listening to the M25 show, which kind of sucks. Mine are good. Mark and Linda, Daddy versus Daughters. But since you're listening anyway, here it is, the M25 show.
All right. Welcome back to the M25 show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Steve. Eddie's so soft-spoken today.
Good morning.
He's a gentleman.
He's in the dark.
Not a gentleman, a gentleman.
Eddie, where's your Halo thing or whatever that's called?
Well, you know what? The light in my room is on.
It's Halo lights working at full power.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Eddie's been laying out. You've been laying out, Eddie?
You know, it's been warm the last couple of days. You know, he's maybe out by the pool.
Oh my gosh!
It's starting to get
If already, that's the flood control channel around his house.
hot.
Okay. We're gonna jump into this quick because this is something. Alberto, the other day we were talking. We don't talk much, but you said you were upset. Was it something about what you sent me this morning?
Exactly what I sent you this morning.
Okay, so good. So at least we're on the same page.
All right.
Now we're on the same page because I didn't know, but
You thought it was Fortress problems, but no.
No, but okay. So Alyssa was here last week. Eddie, were you here last week?
Nope.
No.
Oh, he was. There we go with Alyssa's fingers.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. I like it.
Does this do anything?
Yeah.
There's no sign for this?
Oh,
Yeah. It says hi. That says hi, Steve.
yeah. That's a sign. All right.
For the podcast
Oh,
listeners,
gosh.
Alyssa was flipping off the camera.
Okay. So I read. Alberto sent me a thing. He got an email through our Magpie Podcast Network email, and I read it.
Correct. A comment through the website.
Okay, a comment. I'm sorry. It was a comment.
The commenter doesn't have enough brain power to send an email.
Okay, hold on.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, now I read it, and I gotta say this, Alberto.
Mhm.
We had a discussion about this last week before I even read what I read this morning.
Yeah.
That when we were talking about your show, and then we were talking
What show?
the Alberto and Friends, the thing about Alberto and Friends, and we were talking about it. And I remember at the end of the show. Well, let's say this. I remember I said, "Hey, you got a guest that emailed you to want to be on your own. There is no more show." I go, "There is," and you didn't tell me that.
Okay. Well, don't worry.
But-
I'll address that too.
Okay, but I do want to say that I was gonna say, yeah, you did, but then I didn't want to get you upset and get you mad at me. But I remember, I think at the end of the show,
No.
I said, "Hey, if anybody wants to be a guest," and you gave out how people can get a hold of you. No? Oh, okay. Maybe I was on a different show.
You can. I'll explain how you can go back and look. But
Okay, so why did you give out an email of people who wanted to come on your show?
I didn't give out an email.
Oh, okay. I'll go back and
I'll
listen
explain.
to it. Okay, so I'll let you talk because you're upset about it, and I don't.
Yeah.
What it is Alyssa's probably wondering what's going on.
Oh, that's I heard last week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
heard
know who
about-
it is. It was
Yeah.
David Dugan was messaged Alberto that he would be a guest on his show.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, cool." And then me and
All right,
Alberto got all over my ass because the show's canceled and I didn't know, but it's canceled. So then Alberto got another, what do you call it, a comment?
Yeah, if you go to our website, the m25show.com, I think every page, but especially the front page, you go down to the bottom, there's a comment box, leave a comment, I guess. You can approve it and it can be shown, because it's WordPress is kind of like for blogs. So they set up so you write a blog and then people can comment at the bottom, which we don't do.
So you can either email or you can leave a comment in our website. Right?
And we have a text message number, many ways. Go to our Facebook, send a message there. There's many ways to communicate with us.
Okay, so Alyssa, you're kind of getting what's going on.
Yes.
Alberto got a comment. And
We got a comment on our
and-
Magpie
yes.
website.
And it's from the same dude, David. And
Make sure
Alberto,
you say your name.
yeah, well, I mean, there's no use hiding
Give
it.
him
No,
credit.
No. I'm saying don't just say some dude because then he'll get mad
Okay,
about that. Or
David Dugan sent another message to
He
Alberto.
won't say my name. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to leave this all to Alberto, Alyssa. I'm
Okay.
going to
Okay.
step back and relax over here while he says his
Okay.
thing.
So if you haven't been keeping up, episode 406, at the end, we got some kind of discussion, and then Steve kind of told me, "Yeah, Bert, why don't you just go do your own podcast?" And I said, "Well, I tried once, and ever since then, Steve's been great dancing all over it." So, episode 407, David apparently listened, and he sent me this message. "Hey, I heard Alberto has started a show a while back called Alberto and Friends. I'll take Alberto on that offer and be glad to be on one of his shows. Don't worry, I'll be good." Okay.
That's the first one.
So,
That was the
Oh,
first
there's
comment.
more. There's more?
so reading this, he was responding to episode 407.
Okay, Alberto, tell Alyssa that first one you read was a
So that-
comment from a few last show we knew
So
about it last show.
not this past Monday, but the previous Monday, whatever day that
Okay.
was.
Okay.
Referring to episode 407. So then we did the show last week. I was on remote because I was on my lunch from work in my car.
Yes.
And Steve brought it up again because I sent him that stupid Alberto said this. Send that, and then he was going to bring it up anyways because you hadn't heard about it. So then, and once again, clearly, and I will prove it, I said, nope, it doesn't exist anymore. I tried it. I don't do it anymore. I moved on. David then heard that, clear English words, and sent this. Quote, "Typical Alberto, changing the story like he always does. He never said that he stopped doing his show. And I don't know if it was a joke or not. And the previous show before this one, where he said that he was going to have Ramon on and then possibly me, but joked that all we would probably talk about was a certain someone if I was on." So it's a long message. There's 3 parts. I'm only going to read the first and the second. Now comment on the middle.
Okay.
That part about having Ramon on and having you on possibly, yeah, that was a joke. Go back and listen. Steve was joking, and I kind of went along with the joke. So let's skip. I'll go to the ending. But Alberto never said that he stopped his show, and until the show last Thursday, where he looks all dressed up going to a Trump rally. He changed the story just like he did with the Peter Pan ride story, saying that he was never on that ride, while you have 2 witnesses speaking exactly the opposite. Okay. So he says, I changed my story. Put me full screen, please.
Ooh, look at him.
Jesus.
So
That's
this
great.
is our website. Sorry, it's kind of white.
I can see it.
If you go on here, you can't see it. Sorry for the glare. But if you go on a
We can see it. I can
on a
see it
web
right
browser, on a computer, or this tablet,
Mhm.
there's a little gray bar right here. You can't see it. See if I can get kind of close. You kind of
Oh,
see it
yeah.
right there.
there. Yes.
And it has all the pages to the website. If you go on your phone, you're going to see something that says menu with 3 lines. You click on it. You'll see something that says M25 archive. M25 ARCHIVE. I'm gonna make this real simple.
Okay.
Click on it. You will go and you will find a list of shows. I don't know if you guys can see it if you're watching. Sorry for the podcast people. Please go and click the little link, the little line that says the M25 show episode 406, breasts, buns, and brains. And if you scroll down,
breasts, buns, and brains. Wow.
I'm making this easy. So you have the show title. You can't see. There's a show description. This little bar, that's the audio podcast.
Yes.
And you got the YouTube link right there, directly.
So you got both versions. You got the audio and you got the
video.
stream.
So, David, since and anybody else who thinks I changed my story, what the hell was that?
I don't know. Somebody's clapping.
Sorry.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
Somebody's getting a
That
drink.
was me. That was me.
Okay.
I was shaking my ice. I
Oh
didn't even
God!
know
I
it
thought she
that
was
loud.
slurping that thing down. Damn it!
I thought she was mixing the drink.
I don't know
sorry.
what the hell's
I was
going
gonna say I
on.
need
Sorry,
one right now.
Alberto. Carry on.
Listen, baby, calm down. When you're gonna get everybody all upset. Shh. Okay, go ahead.
All
Alberto.
right.
Sorry.
So go to episode 406.
Put it back
Please
on big
go.
screen.
Okay,
This is the
sorry.
first time Alberto and Friends was mentioned on the M25 show. You don't need to have me on full screen.
Oh, okay. God
Oh.
damn it! Hold on, man. You're gonna get me in trouble, Alyssa.
Okay, so go to 1 hour, 27 minutes, 32 seconds. And you will hear me say, quote, to the question, Steve asking me, why don't I just do my own? Quote, I tried, actually. There was the Alberto and Friends podcast. Tried? There was. Go to 1 hour, 28 minutes, 25 seconds. I'm going to be real thorough. Sorry, I'm taking over the show, folks. Quote, it wasn't recent. There's a Steve quote. Go to 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 3 seconds. This is me, quoting me. Quote, I tried to do something on my own. 1 hour, 29 minutes, 11 seconds. Quote, there was only one episode. 1 hour, 33 minutes, 13 seconds. Quote, well, there was only one, so I didn't feel the need to bring it up. To Steve's asking me why I never said anything. Quote, 1 hour, 34 minutes, 8 seconds. Quote, but then nobody wanted to come on. 1 hour, 36 minutes, 5 seconds. Quote, it's not new. 1 hour, 36 minutes, 7 seconds. Quote, there was one show. It's not anytime recent. Okay. Now, you have a question, Alyssa?
I was gonna say a while ago. I'm not sure exactly how long ago. I can't even tell you. I remember you saying that you tried to have a podcast and it never took off. That was maybe a year ago, and you had done that a while ago.
So a year ago, I mean, that was a few months.
If you,
like I said, this was
maybe, yeah. So maybe if you were a true listener, true viewer, you would have known that.
Which Steve isn't. That's why I caught him by surprise.
No, which it sounds like this
Okay.
Dugan guy. I forgot his last name. Sorry. I mean, his first name. Is it David? David Dugan. If he watched every episode, he would know that.
Okay.
Look at doesn't mean I don't watch or listen to the show. We do so much stuff. I maybe I didn't because you know darn well I would have heard it and I would have took it somewhere else.
You teasing him. I remember you teasing him saying he was having his own show, and he goes,
"Oh, did
no,
I?"
good. Yeah, it was a while ago. A while ago.
Okay.
All right, I'll behave and be quiet.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to 406. Okay, so I'm going to give a benefit of the doubt. He didn't listen to or watch 406. I'm going to assume that he still does it the old way, watching it on Facebook, and apparently not live. Or somebody keep an eye on the comment section. So let's go to episode 407. Same thing. Go back and then click on the link that says 407. 5 minutes 25 seconds. Yes. Quote. Yes, one episode. 6 minutes 46 seconds. Quote. Sorry, folks. Way back in January 2023, I recorded one podcast, and now Steve has a problem. 11 minutes and 8 seconds. This is me saying directly on the show. At exactly these moments on the YouTube feed. Don't listen to the podcast. It's going to be kind of off. 11 minutes, 8 seconds. Quote, you know what? I'm going to take it off the internet for good. 11 minutes, 41 seconds. Quote, that should have been the second episode. Should have. So there's been no second episode, no third, no nothing. Obviously dead.
Oh, wait, so is this my fault? I'm sorry if I don't remember. I'm sorry. Well, God damn.
No, I'm not blaming you for this.
Okay.
This is this guy, David Dugan. Sorry, I got to say your name, You're not just some guy. Apparently hearing all of this and saying I'm changing my story.
Okay.
Which one did I go? Okay. 13 minutes, 52 seconds. Quote, I wish I had more people who would want to come on with me. Okay. Then there was a big break. I guess our guest came on. 1 hour, 34 minutes, 38 seconds. Quote, it is not a new show. This was Steve telling everybody, hey, I would go listen to Alberto's new show. And I said, it's not new.
Okay, I remember that.
1 hour, 34 minutes, 48 seconds. Quote, that was the pilot episode and it didn't get picked up. My own network didn't pick it up. I have some explanations here. So this is, I think, what he's referencing. David Dugan is referencing in his comments.
Okay.
1 hour, 35 minutes, 42 seconds. Quote, not new. And I put here in parentheses, Ramon being on episode 2 in a joking matter. And I go, joke about spots being, I guess I joked about spots being wide open. I've been waiting 1.5 years. And I made a joke about David being on episode 3 after Ramon. That was all jokes. If you've heard all my comments, you should know I'm just joking around.
Okay.
1 hour, 40 minutes, 59 seconds. Quote, that was the concept. And I go here, previous comments made it seem like the show was current. So I had no. The idea, I'm going like the idea of the show is this. But I go, that was the concept. And then finally on the show that he commented, he wanted to be on, this first comment. 1 hour, 44 minutes, 56 seconds. Quote, I don't know, never. In parentheses, Steve asking when the next show comes out. So he wrote that he wanted to be on the show after I said there will never be another show. And I'm making kind of cryptic statements like, watch when Steve finds out about what's going on, he's going to flip out again. So I'm saying,
Okay.
And then I just got the quotes from last week's show. 5 minutes, 12 seconds. Too bad the show doesn't exist anymore. So I guess this is the first time I changed my story. These are like 18 quotes that I've said. Directly saying it's in the past.
So basically,
5 minutes,
no
20. There's no more. I did one pilot, and then I asked a bunch of people, and I got to get to that middle part. Will included, and everybody said no. I don't want to. Will had the funny story. Oh, my phone's not working, or it's disconnected. So just 2 more quotes. 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Episode 408, people. Last week, I said I tried. Nobody else wanted to come on, so I scrapped it and moved on to other things. And then 5 minutes, 35 seconds if I had. Steve saying I would do a new episode if somebody wanted to come on.
Okay.
See, I remember, I don't know why, but I have a very bad memory, but I remember Steve teasing you about getting having a new show. And that was what I'm saying. I think it was like right when you first did it. So it was like I said, almost like a year ago or so.
Yeah.
And you even said, no, I did 1 episode and that was it. It never took off, but that was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
like a year ago?
Like when you guys were telling me last week that you started a new show, I honestly thought you started a new show.
A second show or what?
Yeah. But then he was like, oh no, it didn't take off. It's, and then I was like, oh, okay. Then now that you're explaining it, just from being like an outside person, because I wasn't here during the whole time, but now that you're explaining it, now I get that you were talking about the show from like a year ago.
Well, I apologize, man. I mean, I always give people a hard time, but if it didn't mean that much to me because I forgot. I wasn't really, it didn't hurt me or nothing. And David seemed to want to go on the show, and he probably thought you probably changed it because he wanted to go on. I'm just taking a guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a guess that, otherwise, why would he even comment going, oh, because I messaged David Dugan that Alberto said
because he heard that, oh, there's a new show. Oh, here's my way back in again.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that's what he probably thought because it was him that messaged you. He jumped on them because I was saying too. I don't remember. I didn't know you canceled it or it was over. I got a lot of shit in my head, so I don't know nothing. Okay, so he probably. I'm just assuming, David, that's what he probably thought. Oh, I'll go on a show. And then Alberto said, no, it's canceled. Because he probably did it on purpose.
I hope I made it clear now.
Yes, you most certainly did.
So let me just quickly. I know we have a guest coming on. Let me address them. Your David, your little middle part. Your little. You read it, Steve.
Yes, I read it all.
What can you best describe it as? A fucking character assassination on Will. Let me explain.
yeah.
Let me explain something, David. I'm gonna look straight at the camera now. To the screen.
Put 'em on
Will
full
had
screen.
nothing
Full
to. Will had nothing to. Might as well put it full screen. Will had nothing to do with what happened in 2019. It was Steve and I. We made the decision. You know what? You're not happy coming on, driving all the way to the studio, hanging out with us. Sorry, we didn't celebrate your birthday. We don't celebrate birthdays for each other. Steve throws himself a bash every year, and he celebrates Alyssa's birthday because he loves Alyssa. Okay, that's the birthday. Remember the birthday thing. He walked out on us after the show. They didn't say bye. He just took off, and then didn't show up the next time, and we were all very happy. So we made the decision. Just don't come on. It's not worth it for you. You're driving all the way from where the hell was he? Rancho Cucamonga or something?
Yes.
Look,
I got some advice for David. If he wanted to come back on the show, or he wanted to, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. All you have to do is message, and we'll see. I don't know. Who knows what we would say, but everybody knows how it went down, and it's
let me finish my point.
Okay.
Will had nothing to do. He didn't replace you. Okay, we brought him back, albeit okay. Sorry, right after you were let go. I didn't want it that way. I wanted to wait a month. Somebody else wanted him right then and there. But he had nothing to do with what happened with you. Okay? So you know what? This is your main problem. Here's my advice for you. You like to pick fights and pick wars, and you make enemies out of people who either genuinely like you or have no interest, or just don't even know you. There's almost like a joke. How do you make David hate you? Anybody know the answer?
I don't even want to answer.
Yeah. Here's how to make David hate you. Just exist.
Cancel your podcast.
No, just exist. He'll get around to you eventually.
Oh my God. You know what? We need to get Alberto in the Batman One Dark Knight. I think we need to get him in this movie. Alberto, I feel you.
The only thing about this, I see now, I guess David and Ramon have made up over the whole Carlo thing, so they're friends now. I'm on David's shit list. I know Eddie's on David's shit list for betraying his trust. I think Steve, you're still on the shit list. Alyssa, you're on this nice list. Just give us some time.
I don't even know him.
Don't worry. He will eventually hate you too.
What did I do?
I'm sure.
Hey, okay, hold on.
I'm going to be hated I'll be hated by association.
Eddie already forgot.
Eddie, don't stop, Eddie.
Okay, look. I'll be hated. Wait, I'll tell you right now. I'll be hated because I forgot his first name. I said Dugan is his last name, and I couldn't remember his first name. So now I'm going to be hated. She's
going to be hated because Alberto said that I love Alyssa. That's why I throw her a big bash on her birthday. Whatever.
That's because I celebrate my birthday all month.
Yeah.
And I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
It's 4 or 5 episodes of birthday celebrations for Alyssa.
Okay, we're going to come back to this because Ed's been waiting. And Alberto, I feel you. I'm sorry that I didn't remember your podcast. And, I don't have nothing against
you remember that it didn't exist anymore.
I must have. Alyssa said I remembered because I gave you crap for it. And that's what I do. And I don't mean any harm by it. I'm glad. If any of you did your own thing, I wouldn't be mad. As long as you show up here for our show. I don't care what you do. But, I don't wish anybody failure if you do your own show or go on other podcasts and do interviews. I don't wish that on you guys. You guys are our crew, and I would never do that. I may give you a hard time for comedy for the show, but that's it. That's it. And I mean that from the heart. Alberto, don't say shit because I know you think I'm lying. I mean that from the heart. And yes, I do love Alyssa. That's why she's on the show.
What happened to the non-disclosure agreement we signed?
Oh, God, stop it, Eddie. Let's stop. We're going to bring Ed out, Eddie. Why does Eddie do this? Okay.
What did I do? Yeah, you remember, Eddie.
What did I do? I don't remember. What
do you leave me a text?
We're going to come back to this because our Ed's been waiting. He's probably going, this show is collapsing right in front of me, and I'm here to promote my movie.
Don't worry, folks. Back to the funny. Tune in next week. I know there will be a response.
Oh, yeah, there will be.
Yeah.
To
Don't
be
worry,
continued.
we're not done talking about
Yeah,
this. After
the
the
saga
interview,
continues.
we're gonna come back.
I mean,
But
I
don't
don't.
worry.
I forgot to tell you, Steve. I only got it till 10 o'clock. So
Don't worry. We'll have a
Yeah.
few more minutes after the interview. Don't
All
worry.
right.
Okay, we're gonna bring out past guests, actor, rocker. He's everything. Mr. Ed Gage. He's got a new movie coming out, and they're going to be promoting, and they're doing some backing on the film. And they get
Oh,
the
Yep.
film, like an Indigo type thing. Am I free up here?
you're frozen. Okay, there you
Ah.
go.
Rose up a little bit.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
David's
Well,
taking over.
let's get at him. Hello, Ed.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. I
Hello.
apologize. You came in when there was the M25 show just almost got canceled. I apologize.
Sorry for the backstage nonsense.
I'm so
It's all
sorry.
good.
I know. Thank you for waiting. We're gonna do your film and you justice right now. So you got a new film coming out, right?
Yes, I do. So we are actually going to begin shooting the actual project itself in August. And
Yes.
right now we've shot the teaser trailer and we've done a lot of the promo videos and all that to get the ball rolling. And we've shot a lot of the promo stuff. We shot some more last week and it all went well. And we got some more like promo clips coming out as well, kind of like what you've seen and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far getting to be in the suit.
Yeah, you look good. Alyssa, I know I messed up when I first did the promo and I put Batman. I think I put
Oh.
Dark Knight, like the thing, but it's
Yeah.
called Batman
One Dark Night.
One Dark
Dark
Night,
Night.
with night spelled with just an end, which is
Yes.
pretty
Oh,
cool.
okay.
So it's not involved with that other movie.
Yes.
No,
Because
no.
I thought, yeah, because
This one will be taking place in the Burtonverse.
the what?
The Burtonverse. The Tim Burton verse. Yeah.
oh, nice.
And I don't want to say too excuse me. I don't want to say too much about the story because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but
I hear
there
you.
are going to be hints of what's going to lead up to the character reveal and all that.
Oh, very cool. I like the before I forget here, you have an Indigo type page. Is that
Yes.
what it is, where people can donate to it to help, fund the movie even better. Talk
we
about
have
that.
an Indiegogo page that says Batman One Dark Night on it. There's a link to it and all that. There's also even an email to Batman One Dark Night for like questions and all that stuff, like Batman One Dark Night at gmail.com.
Okay.
And all the perks on Indiegogo, like I just had a link open. Let me reopen it. Yeah, like say like if you donate like $5, like you get like a special thanks in the credits. If you donate like $10, you get like a digital premiere to it. You donate like
nice.
$25, you get like a poster. You donate like $40, you get like the props from the Arkham Asylum files. If you donate $50, you get your own Batarang on display.
Mm.
And
Nice.
like you get like for $80 you could get your own grappling hook prop. For $100 we have one of the masks of one of the cronies, like which is one of the villains in it. And then $200 we even have ice grenades,
Oh.
like that will be used in the movie as well. And like that, yeah, there's like many other perks and all that, like, and then like there's like the producer perks, for anybody that wants to donate like a larger generous amount, they get like a producer's credit. And they also like get like invited to come to the set if they want to. And then but like that's like if somebody's willing to donate like a large generous amount, which hoping there will be. But so far like we've been like raising some money for it, so because like all the money that's gonna go towards the renting of like the filming locations and all that, and then renting out like certain things that we need and all that, and then of course making sure cast and crew get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to have that. Let me pull up here. Alyssa, you got a question for Ed for this new movie?
I was thinking like, ooh, $5. I'm like, get my name in the credits.
Anything helps, right, Ed?
Anything
Right.
helps. Yeah, anything helps.
Yeah, I mean, if you do $5, you can $5 here, $5 for this
Yeah, we
person.
got
You could do a whole list of people, and then like, oh, look at all my friends are on here.
yeah,
But
like
unknowingly,
there will be like a
yeah.
special thanks too, and then like the names of all the people that have like donated will be
Mhm.
there.
That's
And you know,
cool.
and like we got like affordable perks for those that can't donate like a very, very large amount. Like
Mhm.
so yeah, like you could donate like $5, $10 or whatever, like donate to one of those perks and you get something out of it.
So when do you anticipate this movie coming out?
I want to assume September, October, around there.
Oh.
And
Well, that's fast.
what I'm really excited for is the fight scenes. That's what I'm
Mhm.
really most excited for.
Yeah, I know Ed. He likes to kick ass. He likes to do the is it taekwondo you do here?
Taekwondo.
Yes. He
Oh,
likes to do.
nice.
Oh damn, black
Black
belt.
belt.
What does that say?
Okay.
Black belt.
Oh, black belt. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yes,
Martial arts, something.
Ed Gage is a black belt, and is it taekwondo? Ed.
Taekwondo.
And yeah, he likes to do that shit. He's perfect to kick ass in
Nice.
Batman.
Yeah, we're a jiu-jitsu family. My family.
Jiu-jitsu's great too.
Yeah.
So so how do I get the costume? Hey,
That would be
never
the director's level. You'd have to donate 10 grand.
got to fund the whole movie. Is that how you do it?
I guess because then, but yeah, but the suit is mine actually. That's actually how it all came down to this. Like originally, I invested into the suit just for like a for fun thing, and then it's funny because then I got asked to do like corporate parties and events and all that as Batman, which is funny. And I'm like, I can make some extra money doing this. And I did. And then, so I opened up an Instagram focusing on the Batman costume that I have. And what happened was Nathan, the director, reached out to me and originally had said, hey man, your suit is awesome. Would you be interested in doing like a photo session and then maybe like doing some video clips and all that? And I'm like, well, dude, I'm an actor and a stuntman in Hollywood as well. I could give you a fight scene for your film. And it all turned into this. I didn't think it was going to turn into something like this, which is really cool.
Very cool. I do, before I give it to Eddie here, Tim, I talked to Tim Leftwich. He actually messaged me when he saw the promos we were running, and very kind guy.
Yeah,
And,
he's a great guy. Tim's awesome.
Thing we needed, he knew you were coming on, if anything we needed and stuff like that. So he was very cool about, if we needed any photos or any.
Yeah, advice. I gotta give it to Tim, Nathan, even Keaton. Keaton's ironically enough one of our producers' name, and he was actually named after Michael Keaton. But all the guys have been so great. They really put a lot of hard work, dedication, and effort into this, and everybody's hands on deck, and everybody has just done a phenomenal job, and even Nick, the cinematographer, like he's been doing great, and also the other cinematographer, Neil. Like Neil actually won an award for being I think he was like best cinematographer for doing the show The Last of Us, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, everybody has just been amazing, like what they've been doing, and like I could tell that Nathan and Tim have really put a lot into this, so I have to give them a lot of credit for that.
Very cool. Eddie, you got a question for Mr. Ed Gage?
Ed, is the suit uncomfortable? And are you going to have a sidekick, Robin or Batwoman, in the movie?
I don't think Batwoman or Robin will be introduced into the story, but you never know. Like if we decide to do sequels to this, you never know who could be introduced in the future and all that. Because I would love to see some more characters get introduced if all goes well with this and all. And so if the short does well, then maybe we'll consider doing sequels and maybe bringing in some other characters. That would all come down to how the movie does, but also comes down to also what Tim and Nathan would want to do as well. And if they're up for it, I'm up for it. And but as for the suit, yeah, it's got its moments where it's uncomfortable because the thing is you can't turn your neck in it, actually.
I heard that the real, the real Batman movies, the actors complain that they feel they kind of get depressed wearing it because they can't see, they can't move, and it's very claustrophobic. Do you feel the same way when you wear your suit?
Not entirely. I feel like that I can't. I mean, I know I can't turn my neck. I got to move my body
Mhm.
with it, but I think I'm one of those people that adapts very easily to things like that. Especially because I used to do creature work at haunted attractions and all that, so I was
Mm.
always put in like masks and costumes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of used to it. So I guess like some people, like if they're used to it, it's no big deal for them.
Right. Is it hard to fight in?
We did some basic choreography in it, and no, I wouldn't say it's too hard. I mean, it's a little heavy, but I think like it's pretty easy if especially like especially like when the late Dave Lee, who was Michael Keaton's martial arts double in Batman and Batman Returns, and I studied him, and I would always watch the movie to see how he would make do with it. And I was like, okay, he's this. It seems like he's really was able to incorporate the moves with that. So if he could do it, I could probably do it. So I did some movement tests and all that. And we even did a movement test video. I did some like
Mhm.
picks and all that to see if I could be able to do that, and I did. I mean, yeah, it's a little heavy,
You did
you
it.
know, what
Yeah.
can you do?
I guess it helps if
Make
you're
do
in
with what
good
you
shape,
got.
right?
Oh
If you're
yeah,
in good shape
absolutely.
and all that. And
Being in good shape definitely has its advantages.
I was thinking, Alyssa, Eddie, and Alberto, when Ed said, if this movie does good, maybe the sequel, I'm sure it will do good. If there's a sequel, they need characters, crazy. Hey, characters. You just heard the beginning of the show how we're just not
Yeah.
all
We,
there.
we got a
Mhm.
villain for you.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
But we're always willing to help if you need help. We're big fans of yours, and
Thanks, man.
we're gonna try to help promote and push. So I heard that if you guys get enough money, that there would be a screening, and I'm hoping so, because that would be something I would like to go to. And
We would love everybody
sure.
to come. Yeah, because I think, yeah, as it says in the campaign video, if we get up to $50,000, we can do a full physical premiere as well, and we would love
Nice.
to have a chance to do that.
That'd be cool.
I think
Yeah.
the way to do it is to spread the word. We'll do it on our side, and even outside the show, and you'll have to send us the actual link. I know it was in the promo that we ran at the end, but
Yeah.
maybe there's a link you can send us so we can post it and people can just click it.
Yes.
People they like easy stuff. They just want to do
Mhm.
things easy, and that way we
People
know
these
that.
days, even just copy paste is hard for them.
Yeah.
So if we
Exactly.
have something they can just click and it take them there, that I think that works the best. And hey, this is the way some people are, and that's no biggie. I'm not gonna jump all over their asses for being lazy, which they are.
Here.
But
Just,
Batman, you look good as a Batman. Looks like you're gonna kick some ass. I saw some other clips that you did, and it looks good. I can't wait to see it, and I'm hoping that it makes that you can do that red carpet thing, because that's
yeah,
something that we
it
push
would
for
be a
all of
lot of
us to
fun
go to.
to get to do that because I want people to have that experience to see it up on the big screen because the big screen experience is always the best kind of experience to have.
Yes.
Yes.
In September, huh?
Alberto,
September would be like the release of the production itself, like,
Okay.
but there's no say on the physical premiere yet until we get the funding. I mean, that's my assumption. I'd say the ones that would know about this the most would be Nathan and Tim. Like, because the thing is, like, because I'm starring in the project, I'm not producing. The ones that would have like all the answers. I mean, I only got some of the answers. I would say, I guess.
you're just
That would
Batman.
definitely have all the answers are Tim and Nathan. Like, says they're the head honchos of this production. But they, like I've said, they've been great since the very beginning. They're very great to work with, and they're a lot of fun to work with as well.
Very cool. I think what we're gonna do when it gets closer to when this thing is ready, we're gonna have all three of you back on.
Yes,
we had talked about it, and I just thought, okay, well, we're having Ed on now today, and then I think it'd be better when it gets closer. We can have all three. That way, if there's any of those questions that we have that if you can't answer, I know they would be able to answer.
Absolutely.
And Alyssa, you got anything else for Ed about the
No,
big
I was just
movie?
gonna say, yeah, once it gets closer, I'd like to know, like, where we can see it, if it's gonna be in a theater, hopefully in the big screen where we can see it, like, or is it just gonna be on streaming platforms? But we'll just wait till it gets closer to
I
being
know for a
released.
fact. I know for a fact it will eventually be available on YouTube.
Oh,
Okay.
YouTube. You can watch on YouTube. Very cool.
Well, because the thing is, we can't make a profit off of this because it's a fan film, and we're not affiliated with Warner Brothers or DC.
Mhm.
But that's fine. And it's funny for like I said I wanted to do this fan film because I've always wanted to be Batman, and I thought that this was an opportunity that I couldn't miss. And like when Nathan approached me to do some like movement videos and all that stuff, and then he wanted to turn it into a fan film, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun, because like I had always wanted to play the character. Because my very first role I ever did when I was 17, I was the Joker in a Batman fan film.
Oh.
So
Hmm.
it's crazy how everything comes full circle in a way.
First
Yeah.
Joker, now Batman.
Yeah.
Eddie, any questions for Ed before he gets back to working?
I don't know if he could answer this question, but it's copyrighted. So do you have to get permission from like to shoot it or no?
No, because like with the thing with fan films, is as long as you're saying you're not affiliated with the Warner Brothers or DC, and as long as you're not trying to make a profit or sell it, like that's all that matters. Because like that's why you say a fan film, and like this isn't affiliated with Warner Brothers or DC, and as long as we're making it clear that we're not trying to make a profit out of it, then we won't get in trouble for it. Like, yeah.
Very, very cool. Everybody, the movie's called Batman One Dark Knight, starring Ed Gage. And we're going to post the Indigo link as soon as Ed sends it to us.
Yeah,
and
I think I sent it. Let me see if it went through.
Okay. And you can donate anything, even if it's a little, if you think it's too little, just donate it, because, you get a lot of people that donate. It adds up.
Yeah.
And we want to see this thing on the big screen so we can go.
One donation, even if, no matter how big or small it is, it helps us get the next step further.
All right, we're going to be posting that as much as we can on our pages, and I'm excited about it, and I would love for all of us to go down and watch your movie together and show our support, and because you've always been kind to us. I see you work hard. You're a good husband, good dad.
Thank you.
That's I see that, and that you're a good man.
Thank you. And and I think you've been supporting me for 7 years now. So it's been, and it's just going to get better and better.
Exactly. Well, we're on your side, and if there's anything we can do, just send us a message, and before the film comes out, let us know so we can get all three of you on here.
Yes, and, definitely. We'll do.
Really push this thing out there before it comes out.
All sounds good.
All right, Ed, and I apologize again for you to have to see the M25 show having a meltdown before you came on. I apologize. I know you waited patiently.
It's all good.
But you know how it is. Just like on the set, sometimes tempers flare, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Well, behind the scenes on the M25 show, tempers sometimes they flare.
And sometimes on the scene.
Yeah,
yes,
sometimes
on the air.
Yes,
behind the scenes and in front of the scenes.
But I do apologize. Thank you for being so patient. It means a lot. And
no
good luck.
I don't know. Thank you guys for having me. As I always have a blast coming on here.
And tell Nathan and Tim we said hi, and we're going to have them on with you next time.
For sure. Absolutely.
All right, Ed, you take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.
You guys as well.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, take it easy.
Bye. Thanks for being here.
Ed Gage. I think Ed's, there you go. Okay, so everybody, when we get that link, we'll post it up so you could go and donate something, even if it's $1.
Yeah.
Imagine if 1,000 people, 100,000 people donated $1.
Yeah, as long as I get the link, if you're listening on the podcast, go to the show description. I'll leave it there too, and it'll be on the website on M25 Archive. Go to the show's archive. It'll be there.
And if this does go and makes it on there, I will say I will go. And I will do my best to get you guys to go with me.
That's penciled in now.
Yes, because I know you won't let me forget it because I don't go anywhere. So I will go to this.
To go too.
All right, and it's probably going to be in Hollywood because that's where they do their things. So let's hope that it makes it to that point.
I'll commit.
Oh, good job, Eddie.
Did you see Eddie wore the right shirt? He had his Hulk Hogan shirt on, and Hulk Hogan was in the background.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Hollywood Hogan. Good job, Eddie.
I knew it.
Coordinating.
Eddie's going to dress up as a Joker for the premiere.
Yeah, like Eddie, he plays the part. He's a good actor. Like he said, he didn't know why David's mad at him. He's a good actor. Ed should have hired him on the spot.
Do we need to remind Eddie, or Eddie, are you ready to forget?
Eddie's on what? Why would he be mad at me? Eddie did the most despicable thing that anybody could do out of all of us, and he can't remember.
He broke loyalty.
Don't you like how does it feel, Eddie, when people bring up stuff? Isn't that
why
not
do you think
good?
Batman doesn't have superpowers?
Somewhere I gotta have the message he sent for Eddie. So,
what did I do? I really don't remember what I did.
Oh God!
I'm not gonna bring it up, but I'll text it to you, Eddie.
Oh, Eddie, Alyssa, did you hear about the time that Eddie got? Didn't you butt dial David?
Oh yeah.
No, well, I mean that happened, but that wasn't the reason Eddie's on the shit list.
Oh, I know. This was later.
It was at work, and I asked Siri to call somebody because I was trying to get someone to come into work, and I think I said David, and it dialed David Dugan,
and then they were just like old times,
it was a
laughing
different David,
having a good time.
It was a different David that I was trying to reach. And
see, Alyssa, what you missed back in the day, you could have been right in this whirlpool.
But he answered the phone.
No, I think Alyssa was part of that. I think she was just missing the day that everything started. And Eddie, I've sent you a text.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when
I remember,
I
remember Eddie calling him.
I was surprised he answered the phone. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
I was probably waiting for your call, Eddie.
He thought you were a booty call.
He thought he was being welcome back to the show.
Oh yeah, the letter. Oh yeah, I remember.
Now he remembers.
And that's going to make him mad. How can you forget about that?
I think when David was on the show, when he was physically here, I think was that the time we were starting to talk to Alyssa on live stream when she would come out talking about her juice and stuff like that.
That might have been.
I didn't even do a thumbs up.
The green juice.
You must have done real quick.
Maybe.
I don't know. So do you remember when he was on part of the show, Alyssa, or was he already gone? I'm trying to remember.
He had dark hair. I'm trying to remember what he looked like.
Yeah, he had dark hair.
Yeah. What was the quote in that movie 42? Red Barber describing Jackie Robinson. He's most definitely a brunette.
Oh my God. Yeah, Berto said he's African American, so he has dark hair.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, and I don't want to say because.
Although remember, during that time we didn't have the Zoom call kind of thing going. We just had the one camera on Steve, and sometimes he would turn it on us. So.
Oh yeah,
so that's right.
He didn't get as much video time.
But I remember I did the Zoom calling, and I would sit here and wait.
Yeah, but I think we had the one camera by the TV at the end of the room. So.
I can't remember if he was there when. I don't know. See, I can't remember.
I don't remember. Sorry, I don't remember anybody black on the show.
Oh, maybe she. Now you're in it. Now you're in it, Alyssa.
Oh, because I call them black. Sorry,
because you don't remember.
Oh, because I don't remember.
Yes.
Eddie's
reading the note again.
I would have been like, "Woo!"
I don't know what I did with that.
I don't
remember.
I have no idea.
Honestly, with Eddie, it's kind of like when you're testifying in court and you need to read your notes to refresh your memory. That's what Eddie had to do. My memory is refreshed.
Who was the other guy you guys had? You guys had another guy.
Oh, Will.
Yeah.
David's apparently mortal enemy now, along with me.
Well,
I think I remember Will.
I remember seeing
Will.
It's kind of a fitting that we had Ed Gage talking about this new Batman movie because for David, he's like Batman and he has this collection of villains. I'm the Joker, Steve is the Penguin, Eddie's the Riddler.
Who's
Alyssa will be
Alyssa?
Catwoman
Catwoman.
soon. She'll be
I'll be
Catwoman soon.
Do
Will's
you
the
think he was?
werewolf.
Do you think he was making fun of Will, or just they're kind of like agreeing with me because I said he kind of
Oh.
aged?
All of us. I mean, we were saying that, but at least we care about Will. I mean, I don't know. This is a straight Venom.
You think he was doing
David
it
was
out of?
just. If I just remember back to 2019, Will, you're an asshole for taking my spot, and
Oh boy,
I forgot what part of Death Row Records he was. Remember you were Suge Knight.
oh, that's right.
Eddie was Tupac back then because Eddie was cool with him back then. I don't know what.
No, remember when he
No.
said that Eddie would cower in the corner like a little girl because he's afraid to stand up for himself?
Well, like I said, with Ramon, remember it switches. One day you're
Okay.
his enemy, one day you're his friend.
But he's been
Remember-
cool with Alyssa. I remember he used to say, "Oh, Alyssa's cool."
No, like I said, just give it some time.
I don't know. I'm just saying what I heard, Eddie. Eddie, what do you have to say about all this?
Plead the fifth.
Don't worry, Eddie. He'll get around to you eventually.
Oh my God! You know what? I don't even know why it's a big thing. It happened. It wasn't working out with him. And I even told him, I go, "Hey, look, it looks like you got things going on with you. Take care of them, and then we'll see what goes on." That was. I didn't say, "Hey, you're gone forever."
Yeah. I mean, you could have drawn it.
He said, like,
I mean,
take a break,
we weren't
come back.
doing the live stream, but we were doing the live stream, but not in this way. I mean,
We could have
We
easily
would've had
said,
him on,
"Hey,
but-
we don't want you on the show no more. You're not a fit for it. You're no more.
Yeah.
Gone."
You feel uncomfortable here. He always felt uncomfortable there. He would park on your street and wait until I showed up to come in. And he had a problem with Nova barking at him, or not barking, just like bro. I mean, he told me one time he was on a kicker.
Oh God!
So,
Oh, now you really starting
No.
trouble.
I know.
All right. Okay. Now,
I'll get that in the message. I never said that. Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's where I draw the line. Eddie, go get the guys. Go round up the guys. We gotta go.
Go get Ed and have him put the bat suit on.
Yeah, so go get Ed. We're gonna take Batman with us. Alyssa, can you believe somebody would say something like that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Why would they kick your dog?
There's the sequel.
You know
No,
why?
well-
You know why he was? Because he's a stranger. That's what dogs do. Until he gets to know you, maybe she'll calm down. But that's what
Yeah.
a dog's supposed to do.
Yeah,
Look at that dog that
remember
barked
back-
at Eddie across the way. My neighbors. What was her name?
Darla.
Darla. Darla barked the hell out of Eddie.
I don't know. I think that was the boy who was barking. Darla
Who
was.
was- What was the boy's name?
Those dogs were
I-
mean, though.
I forget.
They
I
just
got
look mean, Eddie.
I got the
Yeah, they
video.
were mean, not just look mean.
Oh.
So what does he want? What does he want Nova to just like jump all over him and be all excited, or
Nova-
hump his
Nova-
leg,
Nova was-
or
Nova's always
I mean-
been afraid of strangers. So even
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean-
I hadn't seen her for years. When I went to Steve's house, when was it, September? She stayed her distance. I would get up and she would run outside.
Yeah, she takes off and then she'll kind
Yeah.
of come in and
It-
I don't know. I think
You-
because you
David
guys
should
would
just
go
let
outside.
Nova smell his butt, and it would have been done. Would have
Oh,
stopped
God.
barking.
I think because we would go outside and follow her because that's where
Yeah.
she would go to kind of get her
Oh.
distance, and maybe she thought, "Oh no,
They're
Yeah,
following
I don't
me.
know. Who knows? I mean, it's a pet, and you
Yeah.
can't say that
I'm
about pets.
I'm here with 4 dogs, and I still get, when I get here, they jump all over me. And you're talking about like a big, huge Labradoodle that jumps on me on my shoulders. Like when she stands, she's like as tall as me.
I would do the
and-
same thing and listen to you. A Labradoodle. I'd be like a Labradoodle. What is it called? A Labradoodle?
Yeah, I think that's what she is. Yeah.
Those are big. I've seen those things.
They're like a horse.
Yeah, so it's
You
like
know,
a
I'm
big
like, I'm gonna have
poodle.
all these bruises on my arms
Oh,
because when she
gosh.
jumps, she's heavy.
I hear you.
know, and-
Well, Alberto, I know you're going to have to be leaving. Is there any final words? Now I'm going to let you say whatever the hell you want after you told me that. Any
Ooh.
final words for Mr. David?
Full screen
David?
time.
Yes.
Honest
You got
truth,
you got a couple seconds. Let's see.
here. I'll make them even madder. Honest truth, I thought maybe why not bring it back from the dead and have him on? Not after that.
Oh,
all you had to reply, man, it's like, oh man, sorry, it's not going on anymore. I would have loved to have been on. Heck, even the green part. If it just had attacked me, I might have thought about it. But no, what are we going to talk about? Hey, David, what's up? How's it been going? Well, same old, same old. Sitting around being angry.
Oh, boy.
So what is there to talk about? You've told me everything, so no need. Alberto friend remains in the grave, and Steve can dance all over it every time he wants.
So you were actually gonna see if he'd come back on the M25 show too? On the M25 show?
M25 show what?
No, you said that you were thinking about having him come back. Were you
I
talking about
mean,
your
my show?
Oh,
or
okay.
My ex show. Let me
Okay.
clarify it because words matter.
The show that no longer exists.
Exactly.
The show that no longer exists. Alberto was going to resurrect it and say, "Okay, well, David, you do it."
Considering that, not saying
Considering it. Okay, considering it. There was a consideration until you got the note, and then that just put it. No way.
I got other stuff to do. So.
All right. Well.
So. Yeah, I gotta leave now. I gotta get dressed. I was gonna wear my shirt, but I don't want to offend the viewers. So, time to put on the costume and head down to the Trip Valley.
Oh God!
And I don't know what was that comment. Maybe he's free of the fortress, so he didn't understand what I was wearing. But that's my fortress costume, and
that's
just
your
like Ed,
uniform.
Just like Ed dresses up as Batman, I have dressed up as a Trump voter apparently.
Yeah, David, you should know this, that you're a fortress person. That's the uniform of being a part of the fortress. You should know that. And it sounds like maybe he was taking some jabs. So who knows?
Maybe that was a jab.
I don't know. Like I said, I never had a problem with him. I mean, I know he said some things about me that was pretty mean, and it's like calling me a racist and calling me this and that and saying things I didn't even say. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. I've always supported the dude, and you guys know that. Alberto, I talked to you off the show about, hey, I think we should have him on. He's a good dude.
Why did you have him on? You go, you felt bad for him. Everybody's being mean to him. Everybody treats him horribly. You bring him on. Give him something to be happy about. And what happens? What happened?
Yeah, he didn't.
I was like, you didn't change. He changed, or the situation changed.
Well, I'll say this:
you were hearing about all the assholes that were treating him bad, and all of a sudden, one day, well, you're the asshole too.
Yeah, I understand, and I still don't dislike him. I just say, you know what? I'm sorry you feel that way. I mean, I'm not going to say anything mean about you because. I mean, I'm pretty upset that you said you were going to kick my dog, and that's pretty bad because he knows how much I love my dog.
I told you after the fact. I didn't tell you at the time, but I never worried about it because I know David's a dog person and he loves dogs, and he would never do it. I think he was just venting. So I go, unless I could actually see that he was going to make an aggressive move, but I never believed it, and I told you, just like everything else, I told you once. I think after it happened, but
all right. No, I never. This is the first time. If you told me before, I'm sure I would have remembered, or maybe I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure I would remember that, Alberto. Right?
I'm sure you would have.
But
I'm pretty sure that. But
I didn't hear it.
But, it's the same thing. He wasn't. He
felt like the dog even hated him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess he didn't feel appreciated. You remember one of his messages, pretending to be somebody else?
Yep.
That guy should have his own show. So, I mean, hey, David, $200 at most. You can buy all the equipment you need. You go on, you do your own podcast. You don't need us.
Alyssa, all he had to do was message us and say, hey, you know what? I miss being on the show. I'm sorry if I said some things I shouldn't have, or hey, you said this one time and it made me feel bad, and it could have all been hashed out.
Yep.
Easy as that.
All right, guys, gotta go.
All right.
Well, thank you for
Alberto.
quoting all the things that you quoted and times and everything.
What did the kids say? I brought receipts. So. and
he was prepared for court.
And apparently, I got to get to the fortress quick because apparently a lot of bigwigs are there, so I can't be late.
All right. Well, give him one of our cards, will you?
All right. Podcast later on this evening. So when I get back from the fortress, I'll turn this into a podcast. I'll get you the show title then.
Alrighty, gotcha. We'll see you,
All right.
Alberto.
All right, catch you guys
Bye.
later.
Oh my goodness gracious, Eddie, what the hell is going on?
I had no idea things were going on.
Well, it happened because of his show that I totally forgot about it, and it makes sense if he said it a long time ago, and I probably jumped all over it, but it didn't really I didn't really think nothing of it because I forgot about it, you know.
I didn't take him serious.
And then he talked about it. You were here when he talked about it, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, you had a show?" I go, "Well, where's it at? I'd like to hear it." But you know, he get I don't know, whatever. I guess David has been listening. Remember, we were wondering if he's doing okay, how's he doing, and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess he has been watching, Alyssa.
I hope he's doing okay.
Because first, as soon as we said, "Hey, whoever wants to be a guest on the show," he sent a message to him that day or that next day. So
He raises his hand.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at like old shows to see if I can see what he looks like if I remember.
Just leave a note next time. Leave a note for what? What is Randy talking about? What were we talking about? That I should just leave a note
next time.
Just leave a note about, I don't know. Explain yourself, Randy. Hey, do you two know what a zaddy is?
Did you watch Joy Coy last night? I didn't.
No, but I just heard of the name.
Oh,
it's like zaddy. Somebody was talking about it. I was like, zaddy, what the hell is that? I looked it up.
Oh, zaddy.
Do you want to tell people what it is?
I don't know. Okay, so last night I watched Joy Coy's new comedy show. It's on Netflix. And he was talking about it. And I want to say it's the new word instead of saying sugar daddy. I think it's a zaddy.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting it as. Is it, it's an older man. And the younger women are all da-da-da-da-da. Oh, zaddy. Take care of me.
So you think it's a sugar daddy?
I think so.
Okay, this is the definition that I got. I don't know. You tell me, because I don't know the show.
I don't know either. I mean, from what I was listening to Joy Coy, that's what it kind of sounded like. Tell me.
Because it says of course, it's a slang word. It says an attractive man who is also stylish, charming, and self-confident. Both actors are the perfect hybrid of the two most holy things in this world, daddy and zaddy. So it could be, does it mean it's older? It can just be it's another word for daddy, but it's instead of saying daddy, people think when you call somebody daddy, you think of the bedroom right away.
Right.
But I guess when you say daddy, it could be a good thing, I guess. You're how would you, if you called somebody daddy, Alyssa, in public as a nickname, how would you mean it?
It would, so my uncle and my Nina, which is my aunt, he calls her mom, and sometimes she calls her, hey dad, like mom and dad, because of that's what the kids call them, so that's how I would take it. Like daddy, calling them just like that kind of a thing, I guess, because that's how I grew up. I was never into the whole, daddy, like sexually way, or like, oh, papi, nothing like that. I'm never into that. So that would be the only reason why I would call somebody daddy. But for me,
like you're a man, like say you're out in public and you call him daddy. I mean, he's not your dad, but I mean, would you call him that as a respectful term, like this zaddy, or would it be more like, hey, you're my,
I do it to make fun of him, maybe. Daddy. Okay. Daddy, will you buy me this?
Yeah. Okay. Well, Eddie, what do you think that daddy, or you think zaddy is a better word to say in public that means more of a, to me, it sounds like maybe like Alyssa said, an older gentleman who's like, you see an older guy who's got some gray going on. Yeah. Maybe he's in a suit. He's successful, and like a good, like not like, hey daddy, hit me from behind, but like, a successful older, not old man, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I guess that's what daddy probably really means.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know how it got in the bedroom. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
that
know,
doesn't even make
because
sense.
yeah, especially last night that I was watching it what he was saying, it seemed like it was, he was the older man with younger women, and he was like, zaddy to take care of the younger women, and he was like, no, you guys, I need somebody that's going to take care of zaddy, because he's like, I'm older, I've got my sciatica, I've got my CPAP machine, I've got, he's talking about like all this stuff that happens as you're getting older. He goes, I need somebody that's got experience and knows what to do if I stop breathing, or
Oh, okay.
you
So
know
it could be an older person.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's how I took it. It's it's an older man.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking more of like how I explained, like let's say if you saw a guy maybe in his 50s, like early 50s, still in good shape, just clean cut, and just you know what I mean, one of those guys, single.
That's my
And
age, but
well, you know what I mean. But you can have a guy that's in his 30s, and rock and roller or something like that. But a guy that's what do girls call those kind of guys? Daddies, sugar daddies? I wouldn't think
yeah,
so.
or
I think a sugar daddy is
it's just a rich old man.
getting the young girls, and hey, you know what?
Doesn't
I know what you
necessarily have to
want.
be handsome.
Yeah, I
They're
know what
just
you
there for
want.
the money. Yeah.
But you see a guy and go, oh wow, look at that attractive older gentleman. He's got the salt and pepper hair. He's good looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's what would you call a guy like that? He's not a sugar daddy. He's just a good
No,
looking
it's
man.
just it's a hot dad. I don't
A
know, hot
zaddy.
guy. Apparently,
So
Randy's saying a zaddy is usually referred to dads with a dad bod.
is this true, Alyssa?
I don't know, because a dad bod is like, you've got a beer belly, and you've got,
Yeah.
you've got some meat on you, and
Chunky but funky.
exactly.
Well, what's wrong with the dad bod?
Nothing.
Eddie,
It's just so funny because how and going back to the special I was watching last night, he was talking about like how guys, he was talking about him having no ass. I have no ass. He goes, when the doctor was telling me I had no ass, he goes, I went home and I was like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, I have no ass. There's no ass. Why? All these people that I've dated before never told me I have no ass. He goes,
why did the doctor tell him he had no ass?
Because he has sciatica pain. And he
was
goes,
he trying to push on it?
He goes, yeah, no, he was like, well, you would actually get like he goes, if you had an ass, you would have pain in your ass. And he goes, do you have, he goes, what do you mean if I had an ass? He goes, well, you don't have an ass.
Oh, God.
He goes, do you have pain in your ass? And he's all, no. He goes, well, there you go. So he said he went home and he looked in the mirror and he didn't have an ass. And he was like, and then he starts talking about like, guys don't care. Guys don't care what their bodies look like. And most women really don't care either. I mean, you see guys on the beach and they got this big old beer belly, and they're just in their no shirt on at the beach, and nobody cares. But you see a woman, you see a woman in her bathing suit and she's got like stretch marks and maybe a little what are they called, muffin top or whatever, and she's criticized, and it's like, so, or you see her and she's in her bathing suit, she's got all this like cellulite on her legs, she gets criticized. So it's always that double standard, and sometimes I think we're our worst critics.
I think so, Alyssa, because I like that shit.
Yeah,
I like that.
But there's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, look at that lady, she shouldn't be wearing that bathing suit.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I think more of the ladies feel more self-conscious than the guys, because you see a guy like that too, people say, look at that guy, what's that guy doing? If the guy don't give a shit. But a woman would more like be a little self-conscious. Guys are kind of dumb that way. We don't care. But there's some that care too, don't get me wrong, because like I wouldn't go out on the beach half naked because I don't have the body I used to have, so I don't want that going on. But But there's a lot of guys that just don't care. It's like, hey, you know what? It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. And some of those guys got some hot chicks, got some hot girlfriends or hot wives, and it's like, holy mackerel.
Yeah.
They like that dad bod, Eddie.
Mhm.
So a zaddy is a dad bod. What do you think? How do we want to get this? We need to settle this right now. A zaddy, what is it? Is it a guy with the dad bod? Is it a very old guy that's gonna need help if he stops breathing? Or
probably both.
It might be just somebody who actually
Takes care of himself.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. Who takes care of himself, smells good, has his hair well groomed, dresses nice, body shape does not matter.
okay.
Just
So
somebody who looks good in what they're in, regardless if they have like a little belly or a bigger belly, even if they're balding or if they're gray, if they have wrinkles, they just look good.
Okay. I gotcha. So is zaddy, does that sound better to call somebody that, or is daddy still the
I just never have used the word daddy.
Yeah, I think
and it's funny because now that I think about it, I'm like, when I see like a handsome man or somebody that looks really good, I don't have like a nickname.
You don't go, hey, daddy. You don't, how some girls say that, they go, hey, daddy. Like, kind of a compliment, in a compliment way, not like,
I'm like, damn.
I think if a girl calls a guy that, I think in his mind, or if he hears it, I think it's kind of a compliment to him. I mean, don't really know what it means, but just the fact, when, to me, it means like, hey, dad, like, you're good. I noticed you. I don't know where the word daddy came from, but the fact that it's said from a female, to me, means I take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
That's what I do, because like you said, when you see somebody who's good looking, you go, damn, he's hot or whatever. And maybe another woman will say, oh, daddy, or something, whatever slang you want to use. I take it as compliments. Like, Eddie, what's something you'd say when you see a hot chick to yourself or to your buddies?
You said, damn, or wow.
Look at that hot chick, or
like
mommy, or
wow,
mommy.
Something. I don't know what else. Yeah, what do we say? We just go, damn. She's fine.
Wow.
She's
fine. A MILF.
She's a MILF.
She's a MILF.
I'd hit that. I want that. I want to be inside that. But this is talk within each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't.
It just, I don't know. Like, what do you guys call females? Besides whores and hookers and bitches and I'm just kidding.
Well, then I can't say nothing then. Let's see, Eddie, what do you say when you see a good-looking girl? Let's say me and you hanging out and we see a hot chick walk by. I know you say, hey, Steve, you see that? Or what would you say to her? Not to her, but about her, to describe her.
I said, damn, Steve, look at, check her out.
Yeah, what would I say? I would say like,
damn, do you see that ass?
Yeah, I go, damn, I like that. I just say I like that. Today, this day that I'm older now, I wish I would said things when I was younger. I'd say, you know what? That's the kind of woman I like. I like that.
Yeah.
And if somebody asks me, I'll say what I like, the body type I like, what I like on a woman. I just say, you know what? Straight up, I like that. That's it. I don't have no pet names or.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not like Lenny from Laverne and Shirley, where they bite their hand when they see a hot chick.
Oh. No. I hopefully like to bite that butt cheek. No, I don't know. I just say, you know what? That's the kind of woman I like. That's pretty nice, right? That's a nice thing.
Squiggy?
That's Zaddy and Daddy. Yeah. Okay, well, Zaddy.
Yeah. Zaddy.
I just heard it. I saw it online or something. I was like, Zaddy? What is Zaddy? What the hell is that? Yeah. Because I thought I saw Daddy. And then it said Zaddy, and I was like, what is that? So I guess
it must be like a new word, because Joe Coy brought it up in his
what
thing.
Is that? Yesterday. It's a TV show or a stand-up, or what is that?
He's a comedian.
So it's a stand-up show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So he used it.
Joe Coy.
He used it as one of his topics in his stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did he say?
That's what I'm saying. He said that people were calling him, a zaddy. And he goes, if you go online, he goes, Google it, go on Instagram. It's all over the place. You see a picture and then you see in the comments, oh, zaddy. Ooh, look at zaddy. And he's like going on. And he's like, and he goes, I don't know if it's a compliment that people call me a zaddy. He goes, and it's like, but it's like a lot of the younger women, and oh, zaddy, take care of me or something like that. And he was like, this zaddy needs to be taken care of. I don't want, like he was saying that he didn't want anybody young. He wanted somebody with experience, because of all, he's older and he's got issues. It's like that saying that people, like older men say, like, yeah, young women are nice, but I need a woman that knows that can determine if I'm having a stroke or not.
You need a mature woman that knows what's going on and
exactly.
can still lay it down.
He's not that old. He doesn't look that old.
I don't even know who it is.
I think it's about our age.
I think
you
it's
don't know
mid-50s. Mid-50s.
Yeah.
I mean, does he look like he can't take care of himself, or he sounds like he's young still?
He used to date Chelsea Hadler. Hadler? Is that her name?
Okay, well,
I don't know.
So basically, Daddy's just another name for daddy, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in a more stylish way.
Yeah.
Alyssa, you should ask your guy.
This is him.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay. I know who that is.
Joe Coy. Very funny. I've met him in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He had this this movie that came out. It was about, because he's half Filipino and half white.
Mm-hmm.
We had a movie come out, and I forgot what it was called. And he was doing a premiere, and he was showing up at the theaters of the premieres, at certain times. And he happened, and he was at the one that I went to. So I got to, I had him sign I made like a picture with the movie. And then I said, I met Joy Coy at the premiere of this. And then he signed it for me. And then we took pictures.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Was the movie called Zaddy?
No, I can't remember what it's called. If you look, it's somewhere on my Instagram, you'll see.
No, I saw it. I remember you saying something. That's why I recognize him as an actor, or comedian. I remember. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got to get this word out here. And,
I have a couple of friends who's actually live.
What's that?
I have a couple of friends who've actually seen him live.
Oh, yeah.
Tickets are expensive, though.
Are they? Yeah, he just did his comedy show. This last one that's on Netflix was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so better to watch it online than it is to go to the damn concert.
Right.
Yeah. So you went to a movie and not a stand-up comedy.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Okay, he just was there to.
Yeah, it was to promote his movie and and to get people to show up to the movie. He was going to be in the theaters, and there was just certain theaters that he was going to be at. Let me see if I can remember what the movie's called.
Zaddy.
Easter Sunday.
All right. Well, sounds like a funny guy. I don't know. Sounds like somebody just made this word up. Maybe it's just how these, what are they called? Fads that go around and just a name comes up. And how would you get Zaddy from daddy? I'm just curious. Where would the Z come from? Just something that sounds more
hip.
Yeah, not like bedroom talk. It's more, hey, it's a nice way to say daddy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's like like back in the 80s, like what the words we used. Moated. Where did moated come from?
I don't know.
You got moated.
Yeah,
what is moated? I mean,
yeah,
burned.
Just
burned.
Yeah, you got burned. Sight. You know, it's like all those. Who invents those words?
The kids, the younger people, high school kids.
Cheddar was money and
cheddar, bread.
Bread?
That was bitchin'.
Bread.
Oh, bread.
Like money,
That was bitching.
Yeah.
That was bitching. Rad.
Bitching. Rad. Awesome.
So many
Gnarly.
names.
Gnarly.
Mm-hmm. It's just all slang.
Yeah.
But who comes up with them?
I don't know. Somebody probably just says something and it catches
Someone said
on.
six.
Somebody
Yeah.
says something by mistake, maybe. Maybe somebody actually said daddy, but it sounded like said,
It
what does
reminds
daddy
me-
mean?
It reminds me of the movie Mean Girls. And she's used the word fetch. That's so fetch. That's fetch. That's so fetch. And then in the end, like kind of towards the end of the movie, she's like, "Ugh, stop making fetch. Stop trying to make fetch a word or a thing.
Trying to
It's just
trying to
funny.
make it
Yeah,
famous.
famous.
Dad bod, huh? Well, nothing wrong with dad bods either, I think.
No,
So
Nope.
sometimes
nothing
that's
wrong
what
with mom
happens.
bods either.
No,
you know?
I don't think so. I don't know. I love mom bods. I never, hey, maybe you're going to start mom. I never heard that term, mom bods.
Mom bods.
I'm going to start saying that now. I like females with mom bods. Hey, I like that.
Yep.
Mom bods.
They're
Hopefully,
rare. They're
maybe-
rare because everybody has surgery nowadays.
Yeah. No, we don't. Well, there's guys that like that the model type too, but there's a lot that like the girls with meat on them, like they want to grab and squeeze, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing for us. And but there's other guys that want that, like you said, and that's why they get these surgeries to keep that way, because the
Mhm.
type of guys they like, that's what they like.
Yeah.
See, if you're with me, you don't have to do all that stuff. I like it like that. I like it, like Alyssa says, thick.
Everybody's into something.
Like they say, when you're hungry, you want meat on the bones. You don't want a pile of bones.
That's right. Right, Eddie?
Everybody's into something. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out of here right now. I got a question. Somebody sent me a message, and before I say this, okay, it's okay, I don't. It's somebody said something that they asked me. Does this sound racist? Okay, and let's say somebody's at football practice. Let's say, and we'll say, let's just do high school. Okay, let's just do high school. Let's say that maybe your parents in the stands or something, and you hear the coach yell out to a player that let me pull up this, that made a catch, like an amazing catch or something. Okay, let's just say it's an amazing catch. And you hear the coach yell out, I knew, and let's say it's an African American.
Okay.
And this is a question that's asking me. I'm not saying this to be racist, but it was a topic they were asking me how I felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the coach yelled out, I knew those monkey paws would come in handy.
The hell?
And the person was asking me, do you think that sounds racist? And it was the player was African American. At first I was like, oh man, today, in these days, that's not a good thing to say.
Yeah.
But I've also heard people that use the term monkey to just anything, whether you're white, Hispanic, Asian, that was a term they grew up with. Look at that, you crazy little monkey or whatever, but don't mean it in a racist way. But today, you got to be careful what you say. So I was like, that's pretty, it's pretty edgy right there.
Yeah.
I go, did he say it to any other players that were of any other race or color? And they said no. And I go, I would like to say that, maybe it's just a term. It didn't mean anything, but it doesn't look good because of the person who caught the ball,
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted your guys' take on what you think. If you heard, you were in the stands and you
like
heard
if it
that.
if it was a white guy, would he say, oh, those cracker hands sure would come in handy? It's like, why would you say something,
Yes.
when most racist people refer those two things together,
Yes.
So to me, yeah, I think it's racist.
Eddie?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah, because you can have, I tried to think and go, because monkeys, they catch things, but
Mhm.
the fact that like Alyssa said, people that are racist use those
Hmm.
terms to do that, and it's not a very, even if the person doesn't mean it, it's not a
Mhm.
very wise thing to say, because
No.
people think that,
People people interpret it different ways.
Yep.
so even if you don't, and you're just thinking, oh, maybe that's a slang that you use ever since
Ooh.
you're a little kid, just
Hmm.
didn't mean anything by it. Just like, you think of a monkey, they're funny running around and doing, you don't think
Yeah.
nothing. But
Hmm.
especially today in this age, not saying it was okay in the past, but it's not a good thing.
No.
But I wanted to share that because they asked me, it's like, I was just thinking, yeah, it doesn't sound good right from
Yeah.
you
I mean,
asking me, but
especially now, because the world now, everybody is so
Sensitive.
sensitive and so you can't even joke around anymore.
Yeah.
Even though, not, I'm not even in a racist way, just even saying somebody, again, like somebody's a little thicker, a little chubby or whatever, you can't even joke that way with like saying something, to them, saying something about them and their body, because then all of a sudden I'm body shaming them, or so the world is just so sensitive now.
They're
It's
bullying them.
kind of ridiculous.
Bullying.
Yeah, you're bullying us. I'm going to sue you for emotional distress and blah blah blah. It's like,
Mhm.
really, grow a pair. And just,
Ridiculous.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
I
people are
agree.
just so sensitive, and like me, I'm like, whatever. I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, if it's if
You
it's not
just,
if it's not hurting somebody, and you're just like
yeah.
saying something that's,
Mm-hmm.
like if I said, hey, Alyssa, you're thick, and that's the things I like. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
shaming you. I'm just like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
complimenting you in the way my mind thinks. Maybe
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't like skinny, 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 like no meat on their
Mm-hmm.
bones, girls. But hey, it's, if I told that to somebody that didn't really know me, I said, damn, you're, I like that, all that meat on you. They probably go,
Yeah.
oh
The
my God, you
hell?
hurt my feelings. And
Exactly.
I'd be like, no, I think
To
it's
be
good.
offended. Mm-hmm.
Offended me.
You offended me. And I go, oh, I'm sorry. I was just, I think a certain way, like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's a good thing. And I guess
Yeah.
you got to be careful how you compliment somebody. It's like, hey, I want to say something, but I don't want you to take it the wrong way. You have to go through a whole
Right.
process.
Explanation.
Especially in this day and age, it's just
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you do, that what we were talking about the football thing, that's pretty edgy. Even if it was something he didn't mean,
mhm.
that's,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, maybe if
I'm
you would have
like,
said those paws.
unless the team are, the team is the monkeys or some kind of a gorilla team, or you know what I'm saying? Because you know how like they'd be like, oh, those tiger hands really got into, if
Mhm.
Yeah,
the school was the Tigers. I mean, that would
maybe.
be the only reason I could think of
Yeah,
why he
because
would say it. But
you're right. Because he could have easily said, hey, those paws came in handy, or, and that
yeah,
wouldn't, I mean, somebody that's really
or those big
wants to
hands or
dig.
whatever,
Yeah, they
Mhm.
could dig and say, oh, you're calling white because he's black.
Yeah.
No, because and just call hands paws. He could have said that
No.
easily. Those paws really came in handy today.
Yeah.
But you had to throw the other, the monkey thing in there, and that's kind of like, you want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just think, oh, that's just
Mm-hmm.
a term he uses for, kids or something, little rascals or
Yeah.
something. But there's a lot of
Start
people
looking
that
around.
are, huh?
Start looking around to see if anybody hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I should have asked. But it sounds like no. So you think maybe, when doesn't look around, that's maybe a term he uses, just throwing
All
it
the
out
time.
there for everybody.
Hmm.
But anyway, basically this whole thing is be careful what you say, because
Yep.
it could hurt somebody, or even if
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't and you don't even know, there's somebody out there listening, and it could ruin your career or ruin you,
Hmm.
even if you don't mean it. Even if you say
Yeah.
sorry, it's like, it sucks, because if you didn't mean it, you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm just letting you know so you don't say that again, and
Yep.
you get some asshole that really tries to ruin you.
Yeah, be careful.
On that note, Alyssa, I saw your dog. I see the top of his head. Is he right next to you?
No, laying on the floor now.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw
I don't
something
know.
sticking up.
He's laying. See, laying. It's a golden retriever laying on the floor.
Yes, Eddie. Alyssa is dog sitting.
Dog sitting.
Yeah,
And that shows a lot about somebody. You know, if you like pets, I think that's a good thing.
I have 4. I'm doing
4. Yeah.
Very good, Alyssa. That she always keeps amazing me every week, Eddie. I don't know if it's ever gonna stop.
And then I'm off. And then I'm off a week, and I go dog sit again. Just one dog for another week.
Very good.
Summertime is usually I only dog sit for 2 people. These people and then another person. And summertime, because they're teachers, that's when they go on their vacations. So
very good. I think that's wonderful, Alyssa.
Here's 2 of the little ones.
Oh, gee.
One.
Oh, there's like
2
twins.
little ones. Yeah. And then I got the Labradoodle. I don't know where she's at. Probably in the living room on the couch. Big one. Oops.
Yeah. I just like the name.
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle.
Her name is Maisie.
Maisie. All
Maisie,
right.
and then we have Barkley, who's the golden retriever down here, and then Gibbs and Lucy are the other 2 little ones.
Gibbs.
Well, all you zaddies and mommies, thank you for tuning in. Be good. Don't kick pets. Be nice to people and animals, and do you have something to say to somebody?
Yeah, don't be so sensitive, people.
Yeah, especially on an animal. You know, animals need people to take care of them.
Yep. Well, no, some people need animals to take care of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
emotional
support animals.
Support animals.
Yeah, but I meant in like, you have your pet, and I mean, I don't know. That's just me. I love mine so much. It's like, she's got to be taken care of, no matter what.
Service dogs.
I'm never traveling ever. Nobody can take care of them the way I can, because I got something wrong with me, but I mean it in a good way, and I'm sure there's other people that feel the same way.
Yeah.
But Alyssa, I mean, if you could trust somebody, my life would be so much less emotional. If I can find somebody that I can trust like that, there would be a lot of stuff come off my shoulders. You know what I mean? But I haven't.
We should see, because I dog sit here like about maybe like once or twice a year, just depending on when they can travel. But I still have 4 pages of instructions that they leave.
Sounds like a good pet owner.
And it's good. I mean, I'm glad they do it, because it's kind of a reminder, like, because I don't do it very often. So, and like, one of them takes medication. So it's like,
Yes. Yeah. Imagine that, your dog is on some kind of medication that they need. And you go out and maybe you got to go travel or do something. Imagine how you feel. You love that dog or animal, and you're used to giving them the medicine to keep them so they don't get sick. And you're out
remember how long
stressing out.
I've been dog sitting for these people for maybe 8 years.
Same dogs?
I just had Alyssa come to my house.
At first, it was just the 2 little white ones. And then they got.
Look at this. She's throwing out her. She wants to be hired right on the spot.
Sorry, we paused for a minute because I put 2 fingers up and balloons went on the screen for those that don't have the podcast.
How did you do that?
I don't even know what I did.
2 fingers?
2 fingers? And then I don't even know where like it senses it.
I don't know. Mine doesn't even do it anymore.
Just boo. Remember, wasn't it like this? It would do fireworks or something.
Yep.
Now we're doing all these hand gestures, people.
No, it doesn't do nothing.
It does nothing. I had the heart ones earlier.
There you go.
There you go. There goes the hearts. Okay. So, I think I've been doing it for about 8 years.
Very good.
Yeah.
Makes
and
me
then
very
the other
happy.
people, maybe 2 years. 2 years, I think.
Well,
But they're
listen,
the only ones. They're the only ones I do.
that's
They're the
okay.
only ones I'm comfortable with doing, because some people, you don't know how other people react, and you don't know like what their expectations are.
Mm-hmm.
And because I stay at the house, I don't leave, because the dogs don't stay by themselves at night.
That's pretty
So,
cool. At least they
I
know.
stay here.
That's good
Mhm.
trusting. That's good trusting. And then you've been
Yeah.
there for a while, so that's good.
Yeah,
I'm sure
like
that they
this one
feel
is-
grateful.
Yeah, I've been here since Saturday. So Saturday after work, I came here, and then I'll leave. I'll go to work Saturday and be done.
Very good,
So it's
Eddie.
a week.
See, Eddie?
Yep.
It's
See
it's a good little side gig.
And that makes me happy now. Now I'm happy. I'm happy now
See?
that Alyssa's out there doing good deeds. I'm
I was gonna
happy.
say I do good things sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
I'm not always a bitch.
Now she's got to go walk the dog after the show.
No, I
Yes.
already walk the dogs. I feed them and walk them.
Very good. Look at
So,
this.
yeah.
Pretty soon we're going to be promoting Alyssa's dog care.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was
So-
that?
so-
That the dog?
One of the daughters. No,
Oh.
one of the daughters came home.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here, Alyssa. You continue doing
Alrighty.
good things with those pets. And Eddie, you keep doing good things, whatever you do. I don't know.
In the
but
dark,
keep
'cause he's
in the dark. With your halo light that's dim.
I forgot to turn my bedroom light on. That's why it's dark.
Yeah, that's okay. We can still
I
see you.
sat down and didn't turn it on.
Good thing you wore that
Mhm.
red shirt. That way
Yeah.
brightens it up a little bit.
Smile so we can see you.
Oh.
Oh, is that
All right.
racist too?
I thought it was funny, but you never know.
Yep.
We're a comedy show, so people don't take it too serious. We're just having
Right.
fun. Alyssa, will you be with us next week?
No,
Okay.
because I work. I work Thursday.
So we'll see you the week after. And Eddie, I know
Yes.
you'll be here. So
Yes.
we will be back next week. Alyssa will be off next week, and she'll be back the following week. And
Mhm.
Yep.
have a good weekend. And is
Yeah.
it Father's Day this weekend?
It's Father's Day weekend. Next weekend.
Oh, it's
Next
not this weekend. It's the following.
No, the 16th.
Oh, okay.
16th.
Okay. So, well, forget what I said. All right. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you guys next week. Same place, same time. And be sure to visit our website at the m25show.com.
I'm gonna say
Alrighty.
same bat channel, same bat station,
Oh, thank you for saying.
bat time.
You want to tell everybody thank our guest who came on?
Oh yes, thank you, Ed, for coming, and everybody check. Just keep an eye out for some updates on the Batman One Dark Night
Yes.
coming, hopefully in September, October.
Yes, and we'll
So-
post the link too, so you can donate to the Indigo fund they got going.
Oh,
And
we got to remember natural wonders.
go ahead, Alyssa. Natural Wonders. Give it- all
Yes,
right.
thanks, Randy. Yeah, don't forget Natural Wonders. You can go online. Natural Wonders is WUNDERZ.com. And if you put in the promo code, the M25 show, you'll get 25% off your order. And you don't have to be a new customer.
That's
New
right.
customers get 25% off their first order. But if you use our promo code, you get 25% off every order.
Every time.
Every
Forever.
time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a new customer, you only do it once, and say you want to buy it again a week or month later,
It's,
it's back to normal price.
yeah.
But if you're a fan of our show and you know the promo code, you can get the 25 off all the time.
All
Yep.
the time. Every time.
All the time.
So
Forever.
forever. That's right. All right. Well,
Maravillas naturales. Let's see.
oh, here we go. Now Eddie
What did he say?
He wanted to do the promo in Spanish.
Oh,
Maravillas naturales. Next time.
It took you 3 weeks to get out. You said he was going to do a whole promo, and that's all you got?
no, en español, that's it.
That's it, Eddie?
Es todo.
That's it.
Ah,
The show's over. Show's over.
yeah, it's a good thing we just didn't give you a few days. You probably
You
would
need
have
to
had
do the
less
whole
than.
commercial in Spanish.
All right. Well, remember, what's that word I want to call ladies I like? Mom bods? Is that it?
Well, the women with mom bods. Yes.
Mom bods, yes. And ladies, you can keep calling your dudes you think are hot daddies or zaddies, or like Alyssa,
Right.
just say, "Ooh, he's hot."
He's hot.
But whatever,
Sugar moms.
sugar
Or
mamas,
the moms with tiger stripes. That's what they call the stretch marks. Tiger stripes.
tiger stripes. Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
No, this is
Yeah.
a new one we learned. Tiger stripes.
Tiger stripes.
God damn, I got all that. Oh, I got to get out of here. All right, guys. We will see you next week. Everybody be good. And we will see you.
We'll see you later.
guys.
Bye.
Memories in high school flames. Some good, some bad. Can you remember their names? Light up a smoke on Pomona Street with the long hair rockers. Oh, the memories. Classic cars, big tits and bars. Drinking all night like rock and roll stars. When I play that song, don't it take you back?